You may have heard that Shiva, the god of destruction, uses his third eye to destruct evil, but the reason for creating it and its first use were totally different. The very same day Shiva's eye was created, his child with Parvati was born, not the usual way a child is born. The child's name was Andhaka, and he was a blind and hideous child. Later, Shiva gave Andhaka to a childless demon king named Hiranyaksha. And now let's see the story of Andhaka and its tragic ending, and how Shiva's third eye was created at first, and for which reason. What do you think was the reason for creating his third eye? Leave your answer in the comments. As we mentioned, Andhaka was given to a demon king named Hiranyaksha by Shiva. Eventually, Hiranyaksha died and Andhaka became the king of the Asura. Sometime Andhaka performed a penance in order to please Brahma, who appeared to him, and he offered Andhaka a boon. Andhaka asked to have his sight restored and to be made invincible. Brahma complied, but with the caveat that although Andhaka would be invincible, he could still be killed by Shiva. Before we move on, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more fascinating stories. And who knows, perhaps you will be offered a boon too. One day, Andhaka met Parvati. Tempted by her great beauty and without knowing she was his mother, he decided that he must have her as his wife. He pursued her, and she called for Shiva to help. He heard her cries and intervened, impaling Andhaka on his trident. As he died, Andhaka recognized that he was indeed the son of Shiva and Parvati, and apologized for the great sin of pursuing his own mother. That day, Lord Shiva was calmly meditating. His consort, the goddess Parvati, approached in a playful spirit and covered his eyes with her hands. As she did this, all of the creation went dark and descended into chaos. Everyone was terrified, even the gods. Using his godly power, Shiva created a third eye, this one centered in his forehead. From this newly minted eye emerged a great flame that relit the darkened universe. The heat from his emergent fire caused Parvati's hands, which still covered her husband's original two eyes, to perspire. The perspiration, filled with both the power of Parvati and Shiva, fell to the ground and was transformed into a blind and hideous child, Andhaka. Parvati was repelled and horrified by the child, but Shiva counseled that, as he had been created through their contact, he was indeed their child.